On your mark.
Welcome to my first ever race vlog. Just woke up and I'm about to go on a little shakeout. I have a 2K steeplechase today. It's the first race for qualifying for the Junior Olympics. After this, it'll be another race, and then after that is the Junior Olympics. Alright, starting the shakeout. I'll do just a little, about an 8-minute, it's about a 1 mile, kind of out back in my neighborhood. I like to start my race mornings. If I'm racing in the afternoon, I like to start my mornings like this. Kind of just gets the jitters out right after I wake up and get some blood flow moving as soon as I'm up. While I'm on these morning runs, I like to do a little bit of visualization. Today's race is a 2K steeplechase. It's the first round of qualifying races for the Junior Olympics. So I need to get top 8 to make it onto the next race. So basically how I want this race to go today is I'm gonna go out first lap with the lead group, and then depending on how fast that first lap is, I'll make one of 2 decisions. If that first lap is faster than 70, I'm gonna hang back and kind of settle into a qualifying position that I feel good in, because I'm not in the greatest of shape right now. But if that first lap is slower than 75, I'm gonna take the lead of the race and practice running from the front. All right, just got finished with the little shakeout morning run. It was about 8.5 minutes for like a mile. Super easy. Shoe of choice, A6 Gel Nimbus. These are super easy. Just do my easy miles in them. They feel like nothing. Every afternoon race, if I'm having breakfast, I have the same thing. It's some plain low-fat yogurt, Quaker oats, some grape nuts to give it a little bit of crunch, and then maple syrup for those extra carbs. This NAC protein powder is my go-to for post-race, post-workout. It's pretty light, easy to get down, and it doesn't taste amazing, but it has like electrolytes and a lot of good protein. And it actually has cricket protein, which is pretty cool. It's supposed to be super hot before during my race. I think the forecast right now says it's going to be like 92 degrees. So I'm getting some electrolytes in beforehand. Hopefully that'll be enough to keep me hydrated. We just arrived at Modesto Junior College. Got my bib number all checked in. Number 91. I race probably in about 2 hours or so stay quiet, relax before the race.
Steeplechase runners.
I just got the first call for the steeplechase. I'm gonna put my bib on, go get my stuff, go to the bathroom one last time. We got the California Rabbit singlet on today. My goal for today is gonna be top 3. I looked at this, there's only 6 people in the race and the top 8 make it on. So as long as I get top 5, I'll be fine, because that means like I'll make it on next race as well. And then top 3 would be nice, get a medal, get a PR. Should be good. I'm just gonna go out and compete. All right, so I just started my warm-up after I checked in. It's a little earlier than I was planning on it, because apparently they're combining a bunch of the heats for the steeplechase. I have to be like ready to be walked out to the track in like 10 minutes. So it's gonna be an interesting one today. Not sure how it's gonna go, but we'll see. I'll be ready when the gun goes off. First girls race just went off, so I'm about to head over, get my spikes on, and get ready. I did about like a 7-minute warm-up, so it's not what I usually do, but should do the work. Do some strides, that'll be good. Yeah, so shorter warm-up, and then I was actually kind of stressed while I was putting my shoes on, because they were calling names and I was afraid I was going to get missed because I was still tying my shoes, but it all worked out. And we're wearing the Dragonflies today, no socks, because I don't want them to get soggy in the water jumps. And once we got on the line, we were actually out here on the line in like the 93 degrees for a long time.
On your mark.
But we eventually did get out, and you can see right off the line, I get a fairly good start, kind of with the lead pack like I had wanted, but as soon as we got to that first barrier, There goes a couple people, and then you can see my stride is just not looking fast, and I was just jumping so high over the hurdles. And then the water jumps are all right. I mostly just get 1 foot wet, but you can kind of see I'm just kind of in no man's land, and I kind of settled into a tempo effort, and it was actually really frustrating because this guy in red fell a couple times in front of me, but I just couldn't make up any time off the water jumps, and I was losing so much time off every barrier, which was really frustrating. Yeah, so I get passed by a couple people. I do eventually pass this person in blue because he absolutely fell over one of the barriers near the end. But yeah, I kind of just ended up settling into a tempo and losing momentum. And this is my last lap, and you can see on the last barrier that's about to come up, I'm kind of just jumping straight up over them instead of out. And I finished all right, but wasn't my best race. Just finished the race. Ran pretty slow. It was pretty hot, and I'm not used to the steeples, but I mean, I'm just like slow right now. That's not really an excuse. But it was pretty hard, and I don't feel as tired as I should right now. So I'm gonna go cool down, and then I'll debrief a little bit more about the race after. All right, I just finished. How'd it go? Met some new friends. What's up? How was the race? It was fine. I fell like 3 times. Got the ball though. Going to Texas probably. Let's go, Texas. Here we come. Fun, yeah. Yeah, it was kind of a rough race for me. Ran pretty slow, but got over the hurdles better, so that's all right. We just got our post-race food, some Popeyes.
1 vanilla milkshake and 1 strawberry milkshake. So a vanilla milkshake and a strawberry milkshake on the clock. Can you stick me with the first window, please? Thank you. Have a good day.
It's super thick, but In-N-Out strawberry milkshakes are the best thing. Finished the bad race up with a good poker night. Won $15. Let's go. Tyler just corrected me. I won $10 because I bought in 15. Oh, and Zane had to jump in the pool.
Yeah, first one out.
He got first out, so turned out to be a good night. All right, so now that it's a couple days out from the race, I can have had time to kind of process and reflect about what happened. I would have done this video earlier when the official results came out, but I've been in Eugene watching the Olympic trials with a friend, so I'm doing them now. These are the official results on athletic.net. I'm right there with the 7:16 in 3rd place, and then the 2 people ahead of me were 6:50 and 7. So, I mean, this was a fairly spread out race. It pretty much just like from the gun spread out a bit and stayed that way. I did luckily get to pass 1 or 2 people, and something that was a little confusing was we were running with the lower age division as well, and so I ended up finishing in like 5th or 6th overall, but for my age division, which is really the only thing that matters, I was 3rd. And it was 7:16, so it's not super fast. I ran a 4:46 mile. I wasn't super proud of the time, nothing to be excited about. But it wasn't a bad race, it was just a slow race because I've kind of learned a lot and I know what I need to do to run faster next time. And I really just I wasn't even that sore after the race, and I think I just kind of have forgotten how to race, how to get into the gutter. And so I know how to switch up my training a little bit more. I think one big thing that slowed me down was actually the barriers, which makes sense. That's why steeplechase is hard. But just not speeding back up after I going over them and then continuing to kind of just get into a tempo effort and just getting stuck there. So I've actually trained up my training a little bit to work more on speed, some 400s, some 200s, some faster stuff and spikes. And then also throwing in random surges, like 20 meters, 40 meters, but random surges at certain points throughout each rep to practice kind of getting what it's like when I have to speed up for the barrier, get over, and then get fast again afterward. So with that being said, I'm confident that I can get faster, and I'm confident that I'll PR and run a lot faster at the next race. At this race, I only needed top 8 to qualify for the next round, and there were 6 people, so it wasn't too much of a big deal. At the next race, I'm going to need top 5, so that'll be the goal. As well as I got 3rd here, I'd love to get 2nd at the next one, just kind of work my way up a little bit, and then run fast and feel fast, because I felt slow and it felt hard, and it felt hard and it never felt fast. So that's the goal of the next race, is to get second, and to feel fast. To summarize, even though I know I ran slow, I ran as fast as I needed to qualify for the next race, and now I know what I need to do in these following weeks so that I can run faster. And so even though I'm not super excited about the time, I feel okay with what happened, and I'm looking forward to running a lot faster at the next race in about 2 weeks. So I'll see you then.